Good evening, I'm Brett Baer, and we are 29 days away from the presidential election. One major poll says the two candidates are dead even. Another has Mitt Romney up by 4. Pew Research has the governor with a 49-45 advantage over the president among likely voters. Romney trailed by 8 points earlier this month in that poll. We'll look at the poll numbers and all the important electoral college count in just a few moments. But first, Governor Romney says the president's global vision puts American national security at risk. Chief political correspondent Carl Cameron has the specifics.
At the Virginia Military Institute, in measured tones, Mitt Romney launched his toughest critique yet of Obama foreign policy.
America's security and the cause of freedom cannot afford 4 more years like the last 4 years.
Romney said hope is not a strategy, and administration policies have weakened the U.S. and its allies while emboldening enemies.
With Iran closer than ever to nuclear weapons capability, with the conflict in Syria threatening to destabilize the region, and with violent extremists on the march, and with an American ambassador and 3 others dead, likely at the hands of al-Qaeda affiliates, it's clear that the risk of conflict in the region is higher now than when the president took office.
Romney ripped the administration's initial and false insistence that the attack on the U.S. consulate in Libya was a riot by a mob angry about an anti-Islam movie.
No, as the administration has finally conceded, these attacks were the deliberate work of terrorists.
Team Obama called Romney's rhetoric erratic and launched a counterattack ad to run in Virginia, slamming Romney's poorly reviewed European trip 3 months ago.
If this is how he handles the world now, just think what Mitt Romney might do as president.
Eager to look resolute and ready to be commander-in-chief, Romney promised actions instead of what he derides as ineffectual Obama rhetoric.
For the sake of peace, we must make clear to Iran through actions, not just words, that their nuclear pursuit will not be tolerated.
He pledged help to rebels trying to topple Syria's brutal Iran-backed regime and renewed his charge that the Obama administration has thrown Israel under the bus.
I'll restore the permanent presence of aircraft carrier task forces in both the Eastern Mediterranean and the Gulf. And I'll work with Israel to increase our military assistance and coordination.
Regarding Afghanistan, Romney said the president has depicted anyone who disagrees with his withdrawal timetables as someone arguing for endless war.
But the route to war and to potential attacks here at home is a politically timed retreat that abandons the Afghan people to the same extremists who ravaged their country and used it to launch the attacks of 9/11.
Democrats complained that Romney's speech was filled with criticism of President Obama's foreign policy, but not a lot of specific alternatives. This week, of course, is the big vice presidential debate, but next week, Mr. Obama and Romney will meet again in a face-off on Long Island, and Fox News has learned Romney's planning another major speech, this time on the economy. Brett?
Carl Cameron traveling with Governor Romney. Carl, thank you. There is new information tonight.